Hi there, my name is Eric and I play bass, and in this video we are checking out the Namm news from EBS. So my friends over at EBS were kind enough to send me the stuff that they are announcing and presenting over at Namm this year. I'm not in California, I'm here in a very rain-soaked Sweden, but I've got the stuff that they are presenting at Namm here with me, so I guess that's a bit of sunshine for my rainy Monday on which I'm filming this. So first up, we've got the EBS Runsten, or Runsten, or however you want to pronounce it. It's pronounced Runsten in Swedish, which means, you know, one of those Viking things on which they wrote down who they had killed and who, you know, did what for who. This is a DC power supply. The package includes, of course, the Runsten. It includes a mains power supply with a separate cord that you plug in. You get a bunch of cables. You get 6 EBS DC148 with the 90-degree angle and the straight angle at the other end. You get a center negative to center positive adapter. You get a 2.1 millimeter center negative to 2.5 millimeter adapter, which is useful if you want to use this with, say, the Line 6 HX Stomp. You get a parallel adapter Y cable, which doubles the current, which means that you can double the milliamps that you're sending to your unit of choice. And you also get a serial adapter Y cable, which doubles the voltage, which means that you can go from 9 volts to 18 volts or 12 volts to 24 volts. 8 of the outputs on the Runsten are switchable from 9 to 12 volts, and if you use, like I said, the included voltage double cable, you can of course use this unit with 18 or 24 volt units. The Runsten is a very neat and tiny power supply that easily fits underneath, say, a Pel Train Nano, and if you use the 90 to 90 angled EBS cables, you can use this without any problems whatsoever with a smaller setup. It is of course capable of powering very power-hungry pedals, as I have proven here on this very big board that I put together just for this video, and this board actually ended up sounding pretty darn nice. As the Runsten is pretty darn small and tiny, you can just add a bit of dual lock or Velcro to it and it will stick pretty darn nicely to your pedal board setup. So yeah, that's the EBS Runsten for you all. Next up, we've got a brand new version of this pedal, which this is the old version. This is the first version of the EBS Black Haze. This is a distortion pedal that is capable of some pretty darn doomy tones if you want that. It is also capable of cleaning up pretty darn nicely, if I may say so myself. However, the first version did not have a blend knob. It did have the 3 types of distortion, you know, the thin, the middle, and the deep switch mode here. However, I found it to suck a bit of the low end out of my signal when I was using it. This has of course been redeemed with the brand new version, and I don't have the brand new version right here, right now with me. It is actually over in California. EBS only had 2 sample units available as they were wrapping up to head over to the US of A. So, however, they were kind enough to lend me one of the sample units, so I did actually manage to record a few samples for you all. So first up is a pretty dark and doomy metal tone. I ran the EBS Black Haze version 2 into my Radmar 752 or 752, however you want to call it, and I ran it straight into Logic, and in Logic I added the Shift Line EBS Pro Line 410 IR, and that is what you're hearing right now in all of these examples that you're about to hear. But first up, here is the doomy metal one. So next up, we're gonna dial the drive back quite a bit and head for a more, classic hard rock pick tone. In all of these examples, I'm using my Dingwall Super P with Rotosound Billy Sheehan signature strings. I should have led with that. Anyways, here is a more traditional hard rock heavy metal tune. Here we go. And last but not least, you can actually use this for some more moderate gain settings, if you will. In this example, I'm gonna do a more of a, pop type tune thingy. And first, you're gonna hear the tune with the bass without the black haze engaged, which will be in black and white because, it's easier to showcase differences that way. And then you're gonna hear what the tone sounds like with the black haze engaged. So here we go. So there you have it. That's the Black Haze version 2. Pretty darn neat pedal. And last but in no way least for this year's iteration of the Namm news from EBS is of course what's standing right here. This is the classic vertical 212 cabinet from EBS, which is a brand new take on their classic line 212 cabinet. It's a bit higher, as you can probably tell, so you get a bit more height, but it's also smaller on the sides, so to speak. So it's a vertical cabinet. You get the point. What's nice about this version is that it actually has wheels and a handle here on the back, so you can actually drag this from your car or on the subway if you want to do that to the gig, which is very, very cool and nice. The vertical format makes it fit nicer with the Magni series as well, so you can actually stack these two on top of each other and it will look even more holistic, if you will. I don't know if that's the correct word, but yeah, you get a nicer stage setting with the vertical 212. So here's what the vertical 212 sounds like with the EBS Radmar 752. I'm miking it up with this microphone, my Shure SM7B. So here's what that sounds like. So there you have it. Those are the new products presented by EBS at this year's iteration of Namm. My name is Eric and I play bass, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Feel free to leave a comment down below what you thought about these new products presented by EBS at this year's iteration of Namm, and I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye.